Welcome to the BWISE Podcast, PoliSports Brief, where we unpack the politics behind the plays. Today's word, politics. Because even when you think it's just a game, somebody's policy is deciding who gets to play. This is your host, Political Lil, and today we're breaking down how political decisions shape access, opportunity, and visibility in every corner of sports. Politics is simply how power works. It's who gets to make decisions, who gets resources, who gets opportunities, and who gets representation. Politics isn't just something elected officials do. It's a system that touches everything, including sports. If you want to see politics in action, look at any sports program. Every rule, every funding decision, every broadcast deal, every scholarship, every facility built or not built, they all come from political choices. From Title X guaranteeing funding for women's sports to school board budgets that determine whether a neighborhood even has a girls' basketball team, to zoning laws that decide where stadiums are built and who gets pushed out to make room for them. Sports are shaped by policies long before athletes hit the court or the field. Even media coverage. Who gets airtime? Who's promoted? Whose stories are amplified? It's a political decision influenced by network, advertisers, and public pressure. So when we say politics in sports, we're talking about an entire ecosystem of decision making that determine who has a lane to run in and who doesn't. Let's take a clear example. The U.S. women's national soccer team fighting for equal pay. On the surface, people tried to paint this as a sports issue. But once those women filed a lawsuit, this became a national political battle. Congress held hearings. The White House made statements. Public pressure forced lawmakers to take sides. Their fight exposed how institutions value and devalue women athletes, especially when they outperform the men. That wasn't just about soccer. That was about labor rights, gender equity, and economic justice. All political issues. And we see the same pattern today in the WNBA, college athletics, and NIL, where athletes are forced into political conversations that the system tried to avoid. The fight of the U.S. women's national soccer team also showed how political power intersects with sports in unexpected ways. When the lawsuit gained national attention, sponsors, media outlets, and even global sports organizations weighed in. It wasn't just a team versus federation issue. It became a reflection of broader societal values. People start asking tough questions. Why are women who are bringing in record-breaking audiences paid less than men? Why do institutions continue to reinforce outdated hierarchies? The debate spilled into the classroom, workplace, and community discussions. Suddenly, sports became a lens through which people could examine inequality in other areas, pay, leadership opportunities, and the value we place on women's work. And the politics didn't stop at the courtroom. The public response, including protests, petitions, and social media campaigns, forced corporations and government entities to consider not just what is legal, but what is fair. In real time, the U.S. women's national team illustrates how athletes can become political actors, shaping policy, influencing elections, and challenging societal norms, all while playing the game they love. This example shows us that politics in sports isn't optional or external. It's embedded in the rules, the contracts, and the cultural expectations that athletes navigate every day. Every fight for equal pay, fair treatment, or representation is a political statement. And that's exactly why following these stories matter. Because sports can be a powerful stage for social change. So the next time somebody says, keep politics out of sports, you remind them, politics built the stadium. It funds the program. It shapes the rules. It decides who gets seen and who stays invisible. That's your BWISE PoliSports Brief on politics in sports. If you want to dig deeper into how policy and power shape everyday play, catch the full 30-minute episode in our upcoming series, Sports as a Mirror of Society. Like, share, and hit the subscribe button. And of course, drop a comment. Because at BWISE PoliSports Podcast, we're a justice-centered media channel teaching politics through the lens of sport. Join PoliSports Nation and the Respect Her Game advocacy group at www.respecthergame.online, where we don't just watch the game, we understand the system behind it, and we support the black women athletes who play it. This is your host, Political Lil, reminding you, sports are never just about the games we play, but the stories we tell and the systems we expose. Stay tuned for our next PoliSports Brief, the power structure. Who holds power in sport and who is left out?